Twisting sound in tight control. Every beat begins to roll. Echo wrapped in speeding flare. Pulling thoughts from open air. No map drawn, no anchor weighed. Every turn rewrites my fate. Signals flare, I don't resist. Caught inside a roaring twist. Sound expands in waves unknown. I move faster on my own. nerves like liquid steel, fusing motion into feel. There's no way to hold me near. Altitude erases fear. Sky becomes a spinning thread, stretched by speed and glowing red. Altitude and sparks combine to erase the borderline. Arcs of energy release, slashing through the winds of peace. No resistance in the climb, only rhythm beating time. Blades of wind beneath my hands, I command where silence stands. Pushing into higher space, leaving only chrome and Speed refines the air I breathe. Every layer I unweave, pierce the veil without a mark, racing past the distant dark. In this path I self-create, every motion resonates. No design can cage the fire, born to fly and climb much higher. Curves and lines reflect my mind, chasing light I'll never find. Not for fame or claim or hide, just to soar through blazing wide. Blazing wide. Colors crash across my view. Every edge feels fast and new, racing past what eyes can track, leaving form and looking back. Speed distorts the road I take, every twist a new mistake. Still I chase the light that bends, knowing this will never end. Faster now, the frame won't stay. Moments blur and drift away. I don't wait to see it clear, only trust the way I steer. Everything begins to smear, truth becomes the rush I hear. Shoulders split and vanish fast, nothing here is built to last. One direction full ignite, every second born in Mirrors ripple out of sync, can't remember when I blink. Lines collapse in liquid arcs, footsteps leave electric marks. Gravity no longer clings, static torn by hidden wings. Every breath a sudden spark, dashing through the fading dark. Faster now, the frame won't stay. Moments blur and drift away. I don't wait to see it clear, only trust the way I steer. Everything begins to smear, truth becomes the rush I hear. Shadows split and vanish fast, nothing here is built to last. One direction full ignite, every second born in flight. Every image twists and folds, all the light I try to hold isn't still but burns instead, pulling me where thought has fled. In the state of pure collide, sense and silence override. Every edge becomes a wave that I dive in just to save. What was still is now erased, chasing form I'll never of noise collide and spin, pulling me to dive right in. No horizon holds my sight, I am chasing into light. Rushing past the edge of sound, every beat becomes unbound. I ignite with every turn, feel the voltage as I burn. Colors whip around my frame, nothing here will stay the same. Speed is carved in lines so pure, every strike becomes the cure. Through the charge I find my way, riding in the break of day. Shadows bend and fall apart, motion wired into my heart. Static bends beneath my hand, cracking through the shifting land. Every flash a fleeting guide, pulls me deeper into ride. I don't stop to count the cost, every moment can't be lost. Twisting through electric streams, I dissolve into the beams. Every breath is wired and live, in the surge I can't survive. Lightning writes my fleeting name, in the heat I stake my claim. Rhythm bends and breaks in two, as the flow keeps pushing through. All I hold is now and here, in the storm I disappear. No more borders left to see, I am where I need to be. Every jolt a brand new start, running straight into the heart. I am built from thunder's call, rising faster through the fall. Every spark a world unknown, carving paths I've never shown. Heat expands and pulls me near, through the blur I have no fear. Every force becomes my skin, as the current draws me in. Draws me in. Draws me the endless course. Every answer meets the call. In this rise, I never fall. Rhythm circles through my veins, turning heat to sonic rains. Every step returns the sound, shaking out the solid ground. Through the spin I'm redefined, leaving silence far behind. All I know is speed and roll, pushed ahead by pure control. Pure control. Signal spark and pass along. Every beat is sharp and strong. Waves of heat connect the line, drawing motion into time. No one holds the starting key. It begins and moves through me. Every jolt a flashing light, running fast and burning bright. Energy is passed to hands, spreading fire through the lands. I'm the runner in the chain, passing speed through every vein. When it leaves, it comes again. trails into the dark. Every strike a forward sign, every path is always mine. No return and no divide, only strength on either side. Every mark I leave will shine as I race the endless line. The endless line. The endless line. hand, tearing down what used to stand. Every beat a sudden clear, cutting through the weight of fear. I ignite in sudden streams, turning vision into beams. Every force I feel aligned, breaking through the ties that bind. From the shock, the path is made. In the heat, I'm not afraid. Every step, a light I stack, living in the lucid matter, twist and bend, breaking rules that never end. Through the fracture I ignite, turning shadow into light. Every frame a sudden door pulls me into something more. Every spark distorts the ground, rising in a pulsing sound. Racing through the unseen field, every turn of force revealed. Speed collides with gravity, splitting all reality. Shockwaves burning colored streams, feeding into wired dreams. Every strike becomes my core, shouting in the quantum roar. Static bursts and tidal rings, folding sound in rapid swings. Energy with no restraint, tears the edges clean and faint. I dissolve then reappear in the charge that pulls me near. Every leap a brighter flame, every path a brand new name. Every flash rewrites my flight, lifting me beyond the night. Wheels of force beneath my skin, draw me out and pull me in. Every beat a tidal spark, escape. Every note begins to shape all the